The Undertaker. A name that defines wrestling history, for 3 decades he stays silent outside the ring, protecting his mystique and keeping kayfabe alive. But when he finally broke the silence with his own podcast, something went wrong. What started as raw, unfiltered and real has now been taken over, rebranded and, according to fans, ruined. Today we're diving into the full story of The Undertaker's podcast drama, the friendship that built it, the corporate takeover that killed it, and the fan backlash that might change how WWE handles podcasts forever. In early 2024, Undertaker launches 6 Feet Under. His co-host Matt Lyder, a close personal friend, not a WWE insider. This was key. Lyder asked fan-style questions, gave Undertaker space to tell stories, and kept things natural. The Undertaker finally opens up about the road, WCW, the streak, locker room fights, and Vince McMahon's stories and personal life. Fans loved it. Reviews said it felt like sitting at a bar with Taker and hearing stories that nobody else could get out of him. Undertaker admits he wasn't comfortable with the spotlight of a podcast at first, but Lyder made him feel at ease. The Undertaker is famously private. He kept kayfabe alive longer than anyone. He's old school like that. Even in retirement, he wasn't even sure he wanted to do a podcast. Lyder convinced him, assuring him it wouldn't feel corporate, just 2 guys talking. I mean, that's why the first run of episodes felt so authentic. Taker trusted Lyder, and that trust gave fans stories about everything from WrestleMania, nerves to road pranks with wrestlers like Yokozuna and Owen Hart. The audience grew fast. This wasn't just another wrestling podcast, it was Undertaker Unplugged. But success draws attention, and WWE noticed. By mid-2024, WWE partners with Fanatics to rebrand the show under their corporate umbrella. Suddenly a major change. Matt Lyder is out. Michelle McCool, Undertaker's wife and WWE Hall of Famer, is in. How did Lyder find out? After shooting with Jake the Snake Roberts and Diamond Dallas Page, Taker pulled him aside and told him the truth. Lyder later revealed Undertaker actually kept the show going 6 to 8 months longer than he wanted to, purely out of loyalty to him. I mean, that loyalty defines The Undertaker, but once WWE stepped in, the choice wasn't his anymore. And with McCall as co-host, the show changes instantly. Production feels polished, topics feel scripted, gone is all the chats with Lyder, and it feels like a WWE PR machine. I mean, The Undertaker is still there, but fans feel like he's toned down compared to before. McCall brings her perspective, but many fans say the chemistry isn't the same. Reviews on Apple Podcasts, Reddit, and YouTube are brutal. Like, not the same at all, this is just an hour of yes dear, and you're right dear, and Matt Lyder made Taker feel real. Now, it's just corporate fluff. Fans accuse WWE of hijacking the podcast and stripping away what made it special. Some even called it the death of Undertaker's authenticity. I mean, on Reddit, one fan wrote, fans are torn. Some still listen because it's The Undertaker, but many dropped off completely. Despite the drama, Lyder insists he and Undertaker are still close friends. He has no hard feelings, admitting Undertaker stayed longer than he wanted to out of loyalty. That loyalty has always defined Taker, through the Monday Night Wars, through brutal injuries, through decades of staying with WWE. I mean, this podcast situation is no different. When WWE took over, Undertaker followed. This raises a big question. Is this a future of wrestling podcasts? Wrestlers like Jericho, Angle and Foley thrive because they're independent and unfiltered. Undertaker's show proved that fans loved honesty more than polish. But WWE's takeover shows they want control of the narrative, even off the ring. I mean, could we see more podcasts get pulled into the corporate system? If so, are we losing the very thing that makes wrestling podcasts special? The authenticity? So here's the bottom line. Undertaker's podcast didn't just evolve, it was hijacked. A loyal friend was pushed aside, WWE polished it into a corporate product, and fans feel like the dead man's authenticity has been buried. But here's the question only you can answer. Would you rather have a corporate Undertaker podcast or no Undertaker podcast at all? Because that might be the real choice here.